Hello, everyone. This is Al Kabir, the analyst, and today I will be talking Kadarius Toney and should the Philadelphia Eagles trade for him. Second, I want to talk Tyrann Mathieu. Why am I talking Tyrann Mathieu now? This is Al Kabir, the analyst. Let's get into it. Kadarius Toney. Shocking tweet came out to me that the Giants are looking to trade him. Right? He had a pretty down year. You know, if you look at his numbers and you see like 489 yards, he only played a couple games. That's not bad. But he had 189 yards against the Cowboys alone. So if you take away that game, it was a pretty mid-year. Like, he didn't do that well. But would I trade for him? Absolutely. I would trade for him like a 4th-round pick or a 5th-round pick, because I know y'all want to get rid of him. Maybe a team will be a sucker to give up a 3rd or a 2nd. Hopefully it ain't us. All right. The Giants, salute to Vouch Lombardi. He's a Cowboys content creator. He put out a tweet, something saying like, yo, Giants had a spot where they could have got Rashawn Slater that went to the Chargers, but instead they traded back to get Kadarius Toney. And that's no knock on Kadarius Toney, but look who the Giants are projected to get now. An offensive lineman, a tackle, I believe. Rashawn Slater was clearly the best offensive lineman in the draft, and y'all passed up on him. When we traded ahead Dallas, the Philadelphia Eagles, and got Devontae Smith, they obviously wanted a wide receiver. That's why they traded back. Like, maybe we get a wide receiver later in the 1st round, and then we get another pick next year. Now, when you look at it, that was not a good trade. Unless the draft pick they get this year pans out. But Rashawn Slater, man, he's that dude. He's balling out. He's better than Penny Sewell. And Penny Sewell had a good year, especially how he ended the year. So you pass up on him, get Kadarius Toney, and he gave you a mid-year. And he didn't even play all his games. Right? So, the reason why I would trade for him, especially I'm seeing something like, if we gave y'all Rager for Kadarius Toney, that'd be a win for us. Is the simple thing is, Kadarius Toney, he had flash games. What I mean by that, against the Saints, he flashed. He showed something like maybe he can be good. Cowboys, he flashed. He showed something like maybe he can be good. But when I look at Rager, I didn't get that flash game. Rager, I don't believe had a game over 100 yards. Kadarius Toney had that against the Cowboys. Devontae Smith had games over 100 yards. Jalen Rager, he had the opportunity to play with Carson Wentz, who they say had the better arm and that can throw. And he had the opportunity to play with Jalen Hurts, who they say don't really throw as much, but he got receivers. Dallas Goedert had a tremendous game. Devontae Smith had a tremendous game under Jalen Hurts. Quez Watkins had tremendous games under Jalen Hurts. So you can't keep blaming the quarterback. Just that Jalen Rager didn't have that game to me where I'm like, yo, maybe this dude can be something. But Kadarius Toney did have those 2 games. Now those other games against Atlanta and stuff, against us again, I give him 3 excuses. I give Kadarius Toney 3 excuses I can't give Jalen Rager. First, he played for the New York Giants. Come on. That's a franchise that been not good since 6-7 years it's been now. They have not been good. 2, they have Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones have not been good. Y'all speak of Jalen Hurts, he has not been good. 3, even though Daniel Jones has not been good, he's their best option. So Daniel Jones get hurt, not really getting the ball. Kadarius Toney himself really not staying healthy. But he had those games. And those are 3 excuses I can't give Jalen Rager. But he definitely had those games. I'm like, okay, Kadarius Toney. Because when they beat the Saints, it was shocking. But Kadarius Toney had a lot to do with that. I can't lie. I can't front. I'm like, okay. But the Giants show who they are. And then against the Cowboys, 189 yards, and he was cooking Diggs. I can't front. He was cooking Diggs. But it's those other games, 20 yards. I think a game he had like -2 yards. I could be wrong. It was games like it was. But the market is going to be hot for him now. It's definitely going to be hot for him. But I would trade for him. I give him like a 4th or maybe Rager if they want. 4th or 5th. But am I pushing that? Like, go get him? Nah, I ain't really pushing that. Debo, I'm pushing. AJ Brown, I'm pushing. If DK Metcalf out there, I'm pushing. Kadarius Toney, I'm not really pushing. I'm not really pushing for that. But would I trade for him? I have to be honest. Yes, I would. The market's going to be hot for him. I'm saying that as an Eagles fan. I would trade for him. And it's just simply because he showed me flashes of what he can be when he touched the ball. But it was some games he disappeared. So let's get into Tyrann Mathieu. While I'm mentioning Tyrann Mathieu, right? So today the Steelers signed back Terrell Edmonds to a 1-year deal, who was a safety. So that the Steelers are out of it. I didn't see anything about the Saints, but the Steelers are out of it. So it's clearly between the Saints and the Eagles. I believe he's going to lean towards the Philadelphia Eagles. And so the signing of Terrell Edmonds was a good sign for us. And nobody's really talking about it. So I'm like, yes, the Steelers got their guy. And I thought the Steelers were after Tyrann Mathieu, but I'm assuming he's off the table. And I'm hearing Tyrann Mathieu is going to wait till after the draft, which makes sense. That makes sense to see who the Eagles pick, where they pick him at, how much playing time I'm going to get. Even though I think he's going to start, even if we draft a safety. Even say if we happen to get Kyle Hamilton, I still think it'd be him, Kyle Hamilton, and then Anthony Harris might come off the bench. So I'm not sure what's the holdout. Like you said, he's detailed. He's probably reading the contract page for page, and like, you know what? Draft come up in about 6 to 5 days. So wait, chill. Wait till the hype of the draft go down, and then make my move or who I may go with. So, gotta respect the man's decision. But that signing Terrell Edmonds back to the Steelers was a great sign for us. And hopefully Tyrann Mathieu be an Eagle sometime in May, the first week of May. Don't stall us out, man. Just sign the contract how we gave you. How we ain't gonna do that to you, Tyrann Mathieu. He respect you. He not gonna cheat you out your money. He not gonna put no bogus stuff in the contract like the Cowboys. But hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel, man? Would you trade for Kadarius Toney? And the post I put up is an L for the Giants, not Kadarius Toney. That's a W for Kadarius Toney. And Tyrann Mathieu, he's going to be a Philadelphia Eagle. I'm telling you. My source says, salute to Philly Mike. My gut. But this is Al Kabir, the analyst. Ghost.